I'm joined today with Young Ease, and this is a true underground story podcast. I'm going to play a quick snippet from his newest release, Broken.
You be preaching by that pain, but I know that you ain't felt it. Considered they got me and I got them now. We moved to be selfish. They my fault, I got all this dirt on my hands. Yeah, this is the cards I was dealt with. I ain't depending on no one. She say I'm a dog, bitch, and take one to no one. Put my heart on ice, so don't make your nose run. Shawty, I can't love you cause I'm just way too broken. Yeah, I can't love you cause I'm just way too broken. Dealing with this pain and these bottled emotions. Ain't asking for no sympathy, I'm just being no fun. Yeah, alright, and that's what I smoke one.
All right, that was Broken by Young Ease. All right, Ease, why don't you tell the people a little bit about yourself, where you're from?
I go by Young Ease. I'm 23, well, about to be 23 in June. I live in Yerkesville, Ohio. I don't know if y'all know where that's at. It's a little bit south of Canton. I was born in Canton. I grew up in around the Dayton area. Been making music since I was like 13, so going on 10 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just been grinding, trying to get this shit out.
What was your childhood like for you growing up?
I mean, it was a lot of moving around. I mean, places that I lived wasn't the best places. A lot of violence, a lot of drugs and shit like that. I mean, other than that, it was pretty normal, I guess you would say.
So you said you've been making music for about 10 years now?
Yes, sir.
Have you always gone by your stage name that you go by now of Young Ease?
Oh, nah, man. I done had like 5 different names, but Young E's really stuck with me because it's an acronym.
What's the acronym for?
Well, it stands for each adolescent sees everything, so it's kind of like being a positive role model. I mean, some music that I make really ain't too positive role model like, but yeah, you know what I'm saying.
That's all music, man. What was some of the music like you grew up listening to, whether it was like your choice or what your parents had you listening to?
Well, when I was real little, until I was about like 4, my grandma and all them is who I lived with, so she was listening to a lot of country, but I don't really fuck with country like that. I don't.
I feel that.
I hate to listen to it, but like, uh, I'd say she put me on to like some old school like R&B shit. But when my mom got married, we moved with her. I got introduced to my stepdad's brother, and he's the one that really put me onto a lot of rap music. You know what I'm saying? So it started out like Lil Wayne, but then as I grew, like I started studying it more myself. So like a bunch of bunch of UGK, a lot
Some
of
old
Atlanta
school
rap.
shit.
Yeah.
That's the old school. What artist would you say kind of influenced your style?
Um, I don't know. I kind of feel like I take all the music that I appreciate and listen to and kind of like trying to make my own style out of it, I guess you would say.
If you had to like categorize by a subgenre, what would you probably tell people your style is?
Probably more like 2C Rod Wave, stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm newer. I used to be like all about the bars and shit, but lately I've been getting into the melodic stuff.
The
I mean,
melodic rap.
Yeah, if I ain't dropping melodic stuff, it's like Detroit sounding bangers and stuff.
Trying to be very versatile with it.
Yeah. Oh, I can do a lot of different shit.
I think the first time I had actually heard your verse from you was on a project of Scotty T's where you guys did a track called Versatility.
Yeah, I remember. That's the first song I worked with Scotty T. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that track's fire. Who are some artists that you have like currently in your rotation that you're listening to, whether they're mainstream or underground?
I listen to a lot of ESTG.
Okay.
And then my boy Solo the Honcho, he down here in the comments. He from South Carolina. He's my auntie's husband. So I listen to a lot of him on the daily. I'd say my homies Like I listen to a lot of my homies' music because I'm the one mixing it and shit all the time.
Right.
And then another major artist would probably have to say No Cap. I fuck with No Cap heavy.
What's probably your favorite track of No Caps?
No Cap, I'd have to say that what the fuck is it called? Either Ghetto Angels or man, it's the he did a song over that Tupac beat. I forget what the song's called though.
Okay. Would you
But
say he's probably your favorite artist at the moment, or would you pick somebody?
I wouldn't say he's my favorite. I say ESTG is probably my favorite artist at the moment.
So we're gonna play a quick game here called This or That, where I'll present two options to you, and you'll tell me which one you'd pick. We're gonna base it off who would you rather listen to. So first up, we got G Unit or Slaughterhouse.
G Unit hands down. 50 used to be my favorite rapper growing up.
All right. Then we've got Cardi B or Nicki Minaj.
Man, I don't really listen to female artists like that, but I'd have to go Nicki because she a goat. She really paved a lane besides Remy Ma and all them.
Yeah.
Like she paved the lane for the new female rap.
Yeah, she really set the lane for the new female artist, and then Nicki had the people that she looked up to that paved the way for her.
Oh yeah, for sure.
XX Tentacion or Juice WRLD?
I say Juice. I mean, he's got because I've heard a lot more music from him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like X passed right when he was about to start putting out some heavy, like heavy good shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Wiz Khalifa or Kid Cudi?
Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz
I was
Khalifa.
never really a big fan of Kid Cudi.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I give him props. Like he's a legend. You know what I'm saying, for Ohio. But like, I just really bumped.
Wasn't something that you were into listening to.
Right.
G-Eazy or Jack Harlow?
Jack Harlow, because I fucks with MGK, so I ain't gonna fuck with G-Eazy. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. All right. Who's an artist that you feel like kind of gets slept on or underappreciated or undervalued in the game?
Brizzle motherfucking B. My cousin Brizzle B, bro. He be making steady bangers, and everybody just keeps sleeping on him. They need to wake the fuck up.
If you want, you can give him a plug. Plug one of his songs.
Yeah, he down there in the comments right now. Follow him, Trap Exec Brizzle. He just dropped the album Fear. It's on all platforms. Y'all can go get that now.
All right. If money wasn't an issue, who would be like a mainstream artist that you would really want to collaborate with?
Man, that's a hard one.
If you need to, you can do the top 3 that you would choose from.
I probably have to choose between Rihanna, DJ Khaled, because every song he does just blows the fuck up.
Yeah, he has that effect.
And I probably would say for the last one, probably would do Lil Baby.
Lil Baby.
Because every song he touched, #1 platinum.
Yeah, his features are getting high on the charts every time.
Yeah. Oh, for real.
What made you want to pursue making music?
Well, like my mom did music, and then she had me and shit, so she kind of really had to slow down on that, and then she had more kids. But you know, I used to see her writing music and stuff all the time and recording through her phone and stuff like that, and I always thought it was cool. And then my grandma told me she used to be in a band, but she couldn't go on the road with them because she had kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it kind of just ran in the family, but it was something I picked up to deal with pain, you know? Like, it was kind of an escape.
So would you say that's probably like your favorite thing about making music is it's like almost therapeutic to you?
Yeah, man. Yeah, most definitely.
You're able to actually like write what you're feeling into a song to help somebody else relate.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I've been trying to do these past few years.
After making music now for 10 years, what would you say is your idea of making it? Is it The having the cars and the chains, or just like never having to work like a 9 to 5 job ever again?
I just honestly, I'd say to make sure all my people's fed. You know, take care of my mom because she done did a lot, put up with a lot. Take care of my homies because they didn't have me when I ain't have shit. You know what I'm saying? I was homeless and shit, and they was letting me stay at their house. You know, all my cousins and shit. I'm big with family. You know what I'm saying? Like family mean a lot to me. So I make sure they taken care of.
That's respect. As of like to this date, what's probably been like one of your favorite features you've done, or an artist that you've got to work with over the years now?
Uh, I'd probably have to say one of the favorite artists I've worked with is Solo the Honcho, uh, from South Carolina. He's like you know, he's got a different type of style. He's got that South Carolina style, and that opens me to new varieties. You know, whenever I'm making music.
What would you say has probably been the hardest thing for you in making music?
Man, them times when you get writer's block. There's been times I've had writer's block for like 3 weeks at a time, and it's just like it makes me pissed off because music, like that's what I wake up and I do that.
Right. It's like you can do it, and it's
And
just
you get
not
writer's
coming to
block,
you.
right, and then that depression kick in. Like, damn, I can't even write shit. Like, yeah, that's probably the hardest part.
I feel that. What's something that you try and do to help kind of get you out of that writer's block?
Really, I just get stupid high and start freestyling, and then I'll say some shit, and then I'll write it down, and then I'll just go off of that. You know, once I get a couple lines, then I can really, like, I know how I'm gonna do the
Yeah,
whole song.
you kind of get yourself back in that rhythm again.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have like a celebrity crush?
Taraji P Henson.
Taraji P. Henson? Yeah.
Swear to God, I know she's old enough to be my mom, but I don't care.
Yeah. Taraji's fucking banging, man.
Since I was 16, I've been saying that.
All right, we're going to move on to our next game. Rank these albums. I had
All right.
talked to you previously about some artists you listen to, so I went and
Yeah.
gathered their albums, and I'm going to have you rank them. Some artists I only did 5, and then the first one here only had 4 albums out, so
Okay.
you'll rank them best to worst. We're going to start with Kodak Black.
All right.
Painting Pictures, Dying to Live, Bill Israel, and Back for Everything.
Okay. I'd put them in the exact order that you just said them. Like how it came out. I feel like Painting Pictures is his best one. Dying to Live. It's like Dying to Live is a tie with being the best one, but I feel like Painting Pictures just got so much more, content on it. You know, so that's how I feel.
All right. I don't really know enough of Kodak's discography to really dispute anything you said. I've listened to his newest album, and it's probably the best I've liked a Kodak album.
Yeah, Painting Pictures, bro. You'll be like, damn, this is the Kodak we need again.
All right. I'll have to check that one out. On to the next one. We're going to do Mac Miller.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
So we got Blue Slide Park, Watching Movies with the Sound Off, Good AM, The Divine Feminine, Swimming, and Circles.
All right, so I'd go Good AM, or no, Watching Movies with the Sound Off, then Swimming, and then Good AM, then Circles, and then Blue Slide Park and The Divine Feminine will be the last one.
Weren't a fan of that one?
I mean, it was all right, but it was just not my type of music.
Yeah, he did try and do like that smooth jazz flow.
Yeah.
Through the whole album.
Give him respect for it. Like, that was a good album. I mean, there's a few songs on there that I fuck with heavy, but like, it's just not the style of Mac Miller I like.
Right. I feel that. I would say that I think that's probably the least amount of songs I liked off an album of his.
Yeah.
I'm real big on Circles though. Circles is
he outdid himself with Circles. Like, that opened my mind so much more to music, bro.
Yeah. Like, it's a great project overall. All right, we're gonna go to 50 Cent.
All right.
Get Rich or Die Trying, The Massacre, Curtis, Before I Self-Destruct, and and Animal Ambition.
All right, so I go Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah, that's hands down his best album.
The Massacre, and then Before I Self-Destruct, and then Curtis, and then the last one. Because I didn't really get into that one too much.
Yeah, I didn't either. I like Before I Self-Destruct. I know it didn't get much praise, but it's actually not that bad. I've re-listened to it.
You can play Get Rich or Die Trying all the way through without skipping a single song.
Oh, yeah, that whole album's fire, man. Many Men is probably still one of my favorite songs to listen to.
Yeah, I like You Not Like Me is probably one of my favorites. That's a good one.
So I had to actually, I've never heard of the other artist you had mentioned, Rio de Young OG.
Yeah, he's locked up right now. He's got 3 more years, but he'll be out soon. Free Rio, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's like running Flint, Michigan right now.
We've got his albums Back from Detroit, Fiend Lives Matter, Murder Mitten Babies, Life of a Young OG, and City on My Back.
All right, number 1, City on My Back, then Life of a Young OG, and then I'm gonna go what is it?
Fiend Lives Matter.
Yeah, Fiend Lives Matter, and then I don't really know the other 2, so I would just throw them.
Interchange them.
Yeah.
I had visited another Instagram page associated with yours where you were mentioned in their bio of TE. Do you care to talk about what TE is?
Yeah, that's Trap Executives. That's my cousin. Me and him started that shit. This Brizzle B
here on all platforms. What up, Overlook? How you doing?
Doing all right. How what's up, man?
Solo out here. I seen you on here. What up, G?
Yeah, man. TE, bro. We a family. It's 5 of us. It's me, Brizzle. You know, we started this shit, and then we got our homie Zip, and then we got Andre AK. He's also a professional boxer. Like, he just started his journey with that. Just became professional, and then my bro C Guapo. And it's us 5. We just out here making music, trying to make a change.
That's what's up.
Yup.
I'm gonna talk to you about your recent release and 3 of your albums.
All right, bet.
And we'll talk about your new single, Broken. How was the creative process for that?
Really, it was I was trying hard to find a beat. Like, I just kept searching because I have a bunch of shit through my email that I get sent to me, and I'm just searching, and I came across a beat for that, and really I just started going through my notes, because sometimes I'll have like 1 or 2 lines in there, and there'll be something that like I'm feeling or something, and then I'll go off of that. So like I was scrolling through my notes, and I found the first 2 lines. You be preaching about that pain, but I know that you ain't felt it. Team say that they got me, and I got them. Not how we move to be selfish. And then I just went off of that, and really when I'm writing, I'll just sit there and I'll smoke, and I'll play the beat through the speakers, and then sometimes like I'll go through the headphones if I need to, but mainly through the speakers. And I just wrote it. I wrote the hook in like 10 minutes. Wrote both of the verses really quick, because like when I hear a hook, I can craft a verse quick around that, because I know what I want to rap about.
Right, yeah. You got your subject matter.
Overall, I think with mixing and engineering, it really just took about 45 minutes to an hour. And then I sat on it for a minute. I was sending it to people, trying to get their opinions. And then I really just decided to drop it, because I posted on Facebook and they was fucking with it. So I said, get 50 likes on this and I'll drop it. And they got me 50 likes. So I had to drop it.
Your recent album, Eclipse, correct?
Yeah.
What would you say was probably your favorite song off that album to make?
My favorite song off of Eclipse is called Letters, featuring my cousin Brizzle B. That's an important song to me. It's like a letter to my family, my homies, and my grandpa and my brother and shit, because I lost both of them. So the first verse is me talking about an experience I had where I was, I woke up from a dream and I was talking to my brother, and he's been gone since 2005, So it's just like the conversation that I had with him in my dream. And then the second verse is about my grandfather. I had lost him on Thanksgiving 2020. So it's about the day, the day before when I went up there and the experiences I had. And the last verse is my cousin Brizzle, and that, like, his verse is about his grandfather and some real experiences he's been through in that. And it's just such a special song to me because, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
it's real, like, it means the most, like, out of any song I've ever made.
Yeah. You got emotional ties in it. It's you telling the
Right,
story.
exactly.
And then we have your album Live Better.
Yeah, that's a collab album I did with my homie C Guapo. He's part of Trap Executives. He really only had a couple singles out on one of my singles I put out and one of Brizzle's. And he was just making music. He started sending me hooks, and I would send him hooks, and then he would come over to the crib, and we'd write, we'd record everything. It took about 3-4 months before the whole thing was crafted, but we put that out, and it's got some good songs on there.
Earlier, you had mentioned that you do a lot of the mixing.
Yeah. I do all mine, all theirs.
How long did it take you to learn how to mix?
Ooh, I'd say I recently just started getting good with mixing about 3.5 years ago. But before that, I was just terrible. It sounded terrible. But really, once I started locking down and, really taking this shit serious, like, because I was taking it serious before, just not like super serious. And then recently, the past 3 years, I've been taking it serious as fuck, just trying to grind and grind. So I've been putting in work, like watching videos and shit, learning how to mix and just experimenting with shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best way to do it because you might find a new way or an easier way.
Yeah, for real.
And then you have an album, Dead Presidents 2.
Yeah, so Dead Presidents 2 is the second installment to me and Brizzle B's collab EP. We put that together. I'd say it was like 2 months. It's just a little album of some bangers, Really, we dropped it. We dropped it the day before we did a show, so we really dropped it so we have some lit shit to perform. You know what I'm saying?
What would you say the sound of that album is, like,
Uh,
style-wise?
it's a lot of bangers, like West Coast, Detroit. It's a mix, but they're all bangers.
Aside from Letters, what would you say has probably been another one of your favorite songs that you've got to make over the years?
Um, I would probably have to say on the Dead Presidents 1 mixtape, it's a song called What It Seems featuring Brizzle. And the reason that's like uh one of my favorite songs is because I made the beat to it. So the day we got to the studio, like in my cousin's house, we was in there. I made the beat from scratch, came up with the hook, recorded the hook, and then we sat there and wrote. And it was like a 5-hour process. And it was really the first time that I like sat down from start to finish, made a whole song beat and all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's an important song to me.
How often do you go and, like, try and perform down in, like, South Carolina with?
I haven't yet, but I'm trying to get something set up with my with some connections I got down there. Really, I've done all my shows have been in Ohio, and I did one in Pittsburgh.
How many shows do you think you've probably performed?
I'd probably say about 17 to 20.
About 17 to 20.
Yeah.
They're all small stage concerts.
Yeah, for the most part. I got one this June. With Only Noise is gonna be at Blind Bob's. It's gonna be packed the fuck out. C Money Baby's gonna be there. B Pledge, Scotty T, uh, J. Dot Wright, Young Ease. I'm bringing Brizzle B with me. We gonna perform Letters, so it's gonna be lit. So that'll probably be my biggest one yet.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's going to be a big show. I've seen Only Noise promoting it the last few weeks
For
now.
real.
What would you say has probably been like an artist's album that had like the biggest impact on you?
C Money Babies. Don't forget the baby. I've been listening to that since it came out on repeat. He is
It's
my
a banger of an album.
he's my favorite dating artist right now.
Yeah. C Money's dope.
Long live Lansky.
Yeah, long live Lansky. Do you have anything you want to plug? Any projects coming out anytime soon?
I'm working on a project right now. It's only a couple songs in, so it'll probably drop hopefully by the fall.
By the
But I
fall?
got singles that I got set aside for dropping to keep myself out there. But I ain't really got nothing coming out at the moment. We're all just working, trying to get a bunch of music made.
Have it all backstocked.
Yes, sir.
How do you have how many music videos have you got to make so far?
I'd say about 4 or 5.
About 4 or 5.
I really just started doing music videos like 2 years ago. Cause I met a connection out in Pittsburgh, and he's the one that I have shoot my videos.
Well, we are going to wrap it up. I appreciate you being on, Young Ease. If you have anything you want to tell people, go for it.
Yeah, man. Just Trap Executives on YouTube. You can find all the music there. Brizzle B, Young Ease, C Guapo, Zip, Andre AK. He got a professional fight coming up in Washington, D.C. I'll have more information on my Instagram page. Y'all can find that there. Really just keep supporting and listening to the music. That's all I ask.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone should definitely go check out Young E's music. If you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, all his social links and his YouTube page and his Spotify links will all be in the description. Ease, I appreciate you coming on, man.
Yes, sir, bro. Happy 420. And if they ain't going to smoke none, I'll smoke it for them.
That's right. Take it easy, man.
Yep, you too.